Hello, everyone. This is Owen Quinn, the Executive Director of the United Way of Northwest Connecticut, and we're here with our cable vision show entitled In Your Community, the United Way working in your community to make lives better for the people that live in Northwest Connecticut. And I'm here saying that we have started daylight savings, and this is our first show after daylight savings, and that clock is still having a little effect on all of our metabolism. Hope you're doing well out there. They're telling me that it's 8 days to spring, and there's still a lot of snow on the ground out here in Northwest Connecticut, but it is one of the most picturesque areas of the state of Connecticut, and we hope that you're looking forward to that spring. And we've got a lot to talk about because spring came to us, and we had a great event on March 8th. And March 8th was the International Day of Women, an international day that celebrates the accomplishments of women in our community, whether it is in the work environment, whether it's in the home environment, whether it's just making a difference in the community. And we took that opportunity at the United Way to celebrate the Woman of the Year. And we are pleased to say that the Women's Leadership Initiative of the United Way of Northwest Connecticut has selected Maria Gonzalez as the 2019 Woman of the Year. And for those people that don't know Maria, she is a powerful force in Northwest Connecticut. She came here from the Dominican Republic when she was very young and didn't speak much English, went to New York City, and then quickly came out to Northwest Connecticut, located in Winsted and then in Torrington. And she is currently employed with New Opportunities, and if it is in regard to how to get food stamps, how to get rental assistance, how to sign up for the WIC program, the SNAP program, fuel assistance, you name it, Maria is the go-to person in Northwest Connecticut. And I have to tell you, when they announced that Maria, it shocked her. She was asked to be there for another reason, and she couldn't stop shaking. The honor was just that great. She was there with some family members, and we just think it's great. So anyhow, she made the local newspaper. As you can see, the Register Citizen had a nice article of Maria and her family. She also made the Waterbury Republican. Woman of the Year was stunned, is the headline. She had State Representative Michelle Cook and State Representative Maria Horn on hand, and the rest of the male delegation was also signing proclamations and issuing well wishes to Maria Gonzalez. Again, I can't say enough about that selection. It was kept top secret, and City Hall was opened up. The daffodils were in, and certainly great celebration. Congratulations to Maria Gonzalez from New Opportunities, the 2019 United Way Women's Leadership Initiative Woman of the Year. And on the 8th, we also had a nice joint venture, kind of a trifecta, if you will. The United Way of Northwest Connecticut had announced at the press conference at 9 a.m. at City Hall that Maria was going to be the Woman of the Year. They also announced that the Organization of the Year is the Women and Girls Fund, which is part of the Northwest Connecticut Community Foundation and the great work that they do in supporting women causes. And the Best Supporting Woman in the Role of Fellowship and Service to the Community is Gail Marchand. And everybody knows Gail Marchand. She's been involved with the United Way. She's been involved with the Girl Scouts. She's been involved with the Brooker Memorial. She is just a wonderful mother, wonderful grandmother, and wonderful community asset. And they announced all three of those positions. I think we have a great lineup for an event that is going to come forward. Anyhow, I was telling you the trifecta. That evening, to celebrate not only International Women's Day, but also to celebrate our three honorees from the United Way, we gathered at 5 Points Gallery, right on the corner of Main and Water Street. And Judy McElhone from 5 Points opened up her facility. It's a great space, great art in there. And I would say close to 200 and 250 women, myself included, a couple of other guys were there, but largely to celebrate the accomplishments and fellowship of women in Northwest Connecticut. So it was the United Way's Women Leadership Initiative teaming up with the Chamber of Commerce with the WOW conference that will be taking place pretty soon, normally held at the Warner Theater, another great community asset. And thank you, Judy McElhone, for opening up the 5 Point Gallery for the women's cause. It was a great venue. Great catered food, great adult beverages that were there, and I would have to say that 250 strong attendees showed what a powerful force women are in Northwest Connecticut. They were all ages, all type of backgrounds, and they came to celebrate the accomplishments of women in 2019, and especially to say thank you to people like Maria Gonzalez, 2019 Woman of the Year. Thank you to the Women and Girls Fund of the Community Foundation for what they do in supporting ongoing efforts by women and young girls in the community. And Gail Marchand, the best supporting person, woman in a role of community and fellowship. Just a great event, and congratulations to all the winners of this year's award. And I would say to you that if you haven't been to the event, it is the 7th annual gala, and it is the Woman of the Year Gala. It is going to be held at Torrington Country Club. We're going to honor Maria Gonzalez. We're going to honor the Women and Girls Fund, and we're going to honor Gail Marchand. It will take place at the Torrington Country Club on May 10th, 2019. And Torrington Country Club is headed up towards Goshen. That is 250 Torrington Road in Goshen, Connecticut. And tickets are available. I believe those tickets are $100 a piece. It is black tie optional. And you can go to the website, www.northwestunitedway.org, and find more information about the 7th annual Woman of the Year Gala. And I hope you take an opportunity to look at that. There is other ways that you can avail yourself of tickets. One is YOW, which stands for Woman of the Year 2019, Eventbrite. And there is also another way that you can go on, and that's WLI, meaning Women's Leadership Initiative dash Northwest Connecticut, NWCT.com, and you can purchase your tickets. Call the office of the United Way. Our staff is ready to take a check, take a reservation, take a credit card, and get those tickets early, because this is certainly going to be a sellout event for May 10th up at the Country Club. Call the office if you're interested, 860-489-4131. Again, go to the website, www.northwestunitedway.org, or go on to YOUY 2019 at Eventbrite and get those tickets. But we stand ready to help you out. Go to that website, www.northwestunitedway.org, or call the office, 860-489-4131. It's going to be a great event, It is black tie. The ladies come dressed to the nines. They have gowns. Not that everyone has to dress up. There is a band. There is a photo booth. Sometimes they have a little cigar type of thing going out on the back patio. It's a lot of fun. It's a great meal put on by the staff of Torrington Country Club. And what better way to celebrate women in our community than going out and celebrating the accomplishments of Maria Gonzalez, the Women and Girls Fund, and Gail Marchand. It's just a wonderful event. We hope to see you there. Again, call the office, 860-489-4131. Make your reservations today, or go online, www.northwestunitedway.org, and we'll be glad to help you out with that. Certainly going to be a great event, certainly going to be a sellout, and I think you should get your tickets early because it's going to be a great time. Again, that is May 10th, which is right around the corner. So let's go and sell that event out and help us celebrate. So that was a great event, and I just can't say enough about it. I think the award winners were a great selection. Cara Paganini and Lisa Ferris, the co-chairs of the event, have a group of young, dedicated, and some not so young, also dedicated women that comprise the committee. They select the people. They have this event. And just to tell you, the event is not just to celebrate those accomplishments. The celebration also goes for a cause. All the money that is raised at the gala is then funneled back in to going to 8th grade girls. Every 8th grade school in Northwest Connecticut is contacted, and the guidance counselors and principals choose a good cross-section of young girls in 8th grade that they think would benefit most from this day. And they're bused. They've been bused to the University of Connecticut. They've been bused to the Elks, and last year they were bused to the Litchfield Community Center. All great venues, but most importantly, in the fall, when they get back to school, they have a day long of fellowship and rubbing elbows with women in the community that are role models. And they talk about empowerment. They talk about the importance of education. They talk about the importance of setting goals. The social life of high school is an important aspect, but being focused on your education, being focused on your goals, setting goals and accomplishing those goals is really what they talk about. They talk about dressing for success. They talk about nutrition. They get in some Zumba lessons. They get some people in the community to be motivational speakers. They get nationwide speakers that come and talk about issues that are important. They bring in people to talk about alcohol and drugs and the dangers of those, especially in today's society, as we're seeing an epidemic in heroin use and other drugs that are just debilitating and killing record numbers of children and teenagers and young adults in our community. They talk about relationships, inappropriate relationships, how to spot a relationship that is not going well. And they bring experts in. And it just brings a lot of joy and fellowship. They're all doing selfies. They've got a day that really does a lot of great things. And if you're interested in finding out more, if you would like to be on the Women's Leadership Initiative, if you'd like to participate or volunteer your time, call the United Way at 860-489-4131. Ask how you can get involved. It's a great effort. If you know the people that are the chairs of this, Cara Paganini Muth, she attended local schools, as do most of the committee members. Not that that's a requirement, but they attended local schools. They went off to college, and they're one of the few that came back to Northwest Connecticut. And their intent is to share their experiences, to share what they know in the business and in the social world what they know and how to be successful, and imprint that on the next generation of young women. And it's a great thing to see on that day where they have a girls' summit. The expressions on the girls' faces as they join with other 8th graders around Northwest Connecticut, and they just have a blast. So they get on the bus at 8 o'clock, get started with 9 o'clock, they have a lunch, they have snacks, they do some exercising, and they have a day filled with great activities. And if you want to find out more about that, contact the United Way office. The United Way does more than just raise money and hand out money to worthy agencies. They're involved in changing and shaping people's lives. And one of the ways we do that is with the Women's Summit and with the Girls Summit and with the gala that is going to take place. Again, tickets are available for the event on May 10th. It's a dinner up at Torrington Country Club. The number is on the screen. It's at www.northwestunitedway.org, and get signed up for that event. You don't want to miss this one. Again, my congratulations go out to Maria Gonzalez, the Women and Girls Fund, and Gail Marchand. All winners, all great community leaders, and my congratulations. Get those tickets. Get them right now. So let me tell you what else is going on at the United Way. Wednesday evenings at the United Way office located at 333 Kennedy Drive, the VITA team, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, run by the United Way of Northwest Connecticut, has been going full force since the end of January. And April 15th is coming rapidly, and that is tax day. And we have volunteers that have been doing this for the last several years, and they are all IRS trained, and they have a computer in each one of the offices. I think we have like 9 offices on Wednesday evening, again located at 333 Kennedy Drive. And to make an appointment to have your income taxes done for free, if you're making less than $54,000 a year, call the office at 860-489-4131. They'll look at the schedule, they'll pencil you in. You come in with all your documentation, and you get free tax preparation. It's done in your neighborhood, it's done in your community, and it's done by the United Way. It's your money, you earned it, now you claim it. And that's as simple as it gets. You bring in the documentation that you have, a valid ID, a copy of last year's tax return, Social Security or ITIN number, all the forms, pension forms, W-2s, your insurance form showing that you have it. Bring in all that normal stuff, and we save you a fair amount of money. Between not having to pay for your taxes to be done, there's got to be a savings of $200 to $400. You also get a refund, hopefully, knock on wood. You get that refund. We tell you how to get that done so it's most financially beneficial to your family. We've got people that are experts in this, and we hope you're going to take advantage of that, because saving money for working families, for people that are working 2 and 3 jobs and still struggling to make ends meet. I had a conference and there was a bunch of people from a social service organization in the city of Torrington. I pulled up and said, hey, do you know about this? And they said, a lot of our employees fit that category. They're working part-time jobs, they're working 2 and 3 jobs, and they're still not making the threshold. So inquire with the United Way about how to get your taxes done free by IRS trained individuals that are volunteers. And if you would like to volunteer, let us know. So we had a crew from Torrington Savings Bank that initially said that they were interested. And that started because Jeff Geddes, the senior vice president of Torrington Savings Bank, came to us. He was a campaign chairman, and he said that he would like to help, and he could get some people that were volunteering to do that. So Jeff Geddes came in, Monica Buckley from Torrington Savings Bank. We have Anita Rosa from the Chamber of Commerce, Lauren Zordon from the Chamber of Commerce, Bruce Cornish, retired state employee, does it. I do it. And that was our core little nucleus that started doing this a couple of years ago. And again, it's free income tax done in your community by the United Way of Northwest Connecticut. And in addition to the Torrington site, which you don't have to be from Torrington, anybody in Northwest Connecticut can pick a convenient site. Ours happens to be the building on 333 Kennedy Drive. It's in Suite 101. It's where the United Way is co-located with the Chamber of Commerce, so it's very visible and known to most people. It's a medical office building, so you should be used to that. But this year we also reached out and got some new volunteers. So we are also doing Salvation Army up in Winsted, the Winsted Service Center up in the Salvation Army, and that's located at 127 Main Street. And Pam Kerrigan is the Winsted Service Center director, and she has got a little crew that is also up there. Valerie Lochner is helping out with doing the taxes at Salvation Army. And we have the Winsted Senior Center, the Blanche McCarthy Senior Center on 80 Horibold Bird Avenue in Winsted. Basically, that site is for 55 and older seniors, and we got some great volunteers: Jerry Sabalaskis, Betty Button, and Candy Perez, who's the mayor of Winsted, all doing volunteer work right there at the Blanche McCarthy Senior Center. Again, it's for free. You don't have to be a member of the Blanche McCarthy Senior Center to ask for that. You can go to the Senior Center. You can go to the Salvation Army. We're looking to develop more sites. If this is a volunteer operation that you think you want to volunteer for, we can get you certified. The training is not difficult. Anybody that can start up a laptop computer, anybody that can dial up a computer at all can be trained. So if you want a volunteer experience, look to the United Way. Give us a call and say, hey, I'd like to volunteer. 860-489-4131. I want to do taxes. I'd like to help you out on that. We'd love to have you. And speaking of that, the United Way has provided a lot of service for community service individuals, whether they're in high school, whether they're involved with the court system, people looking for community service hours. The United Way can set you up either at the United Way or any one of our agencies. So if you need volunteer experiences, if your son or daughter needs volunteer time, call the United Way. We're glad to help. We've got a lot of projects going. The United Way funds 34 programs run by 26 agencies, all in Northwest Connecticut. It's right where you can go, right to a door. You can do any one of the agencies. You can do any one of the programs, from scouting to camping to working in soup kitchens, to working in food pantries, to helping people that are homeless, to helping people that are struggling with addiction, to helping people that are working on fitness and mind capacity at the YMCA in Winsted or up in Gear Center in Canaan. We have places, we have daycare centers that are located all across Northwest Connecticut, and they're always looking for volunteers. If you can paint, if you're an electrician, if you are a plumber, if you just want to do a couple of hours to get back into the workforce, to really rebuild your resume a little bit, these volunteer experiences are really helpful to you. So, I'm urging you to call the United Way. It's tax season. We only have a few more weeks left. April 15th is coming. If you haven't done your taxes, if you make less than $54,000, call the United Way office at the bottom of the screen and call us and say, hey, I'd like to see if I can get my taxes done. I'm sure we can fit you in. If we don't have room in the Torrington office, we do have 2 new locations. One, the Salvation Army, and the other one is at the Blanche McCarthy Center. So take advantage of those. So those are great things. Last thing is, when you come to the United Way and you have your taxes done, I have this, can we get this up on the screen there, please? Yes, there we go. Up on the screen now is when you have your taxes done at the United Way of Northwest Connecticut, we're going to give you a family-wise prescription card. And this prescription card is good for all people with insurance, without insurance, underinsured, and you present that to your pharmacist and they will take up to 45% off that prescription cost. Now, who doesn't need 45%? Again, this is for the uninsured. It doesn't matter. If you don't have insurance, we can get this card to you. Employees who work for businesses that don't offer insurance, that card is available for you. If you're underinsured and you don't have enough, if you don't have that donut hole in your Medicare, then see this family-wise gift card. It can be a godsend to you. If you come and have your taxes done, you'll get one of these for being having your taxes done. It's just a little incentive. Second thing is that we have a program here, Save Your Life. And what this does is if you agree to save, if you have a savings account, if you have a checking account, and you put $20 a month away for 6 months, that's $120 that you save. This United Way program, Save Your Life, Alice Saves, will match your $120 with $60 directly deposited into that checking or savings account. Now you can't beat that free money. You agree to save $20 a month for 6 months. Save Your Life will match that with $60, and that's how easy it is. You sign up at www.saveyourlife Alice Saves. You link to your account, and you get rewards and prizes for savings. And let's face it, everyone realizes that saving is very important today. Whether you've got a full-time job, a great job with benefits, or you're piecing together 2 or 3 jobs, having savings is very important. And we hope you'll take advantage of this. So while you get your taxes done, you're getting a prescription card and you're getting a savings program, and it's free money. Take advantage of it. Last thing that I really want to talk to you about is last week we had a citizen review panel. And the citizen review panel are private citizens that come in and sit and listen to agencies present. And those volunteers did a great job, and I just want to say thank you to them. All the agencies came before the United Way, and they said, this is what we do in your community, in Northwest Connecticut community. And this panel of dedicated volunteers listened to what they had to say and made thoughtful decisions and make recommendations to the United Way board on who gets funded, at what level, and what our priorities are. I want to thank the volunteers that came and did that, and they did a great job. Last thing I want to say is put on your calendar that May 20th, 2019, the 38th annual United Way Golf Tournament. And that golf tournament this year is teaming up with Northwest Connecticut Credit Union. Great people there, Paul Rougeau, Doreen Roy, and the crew. They've been doing the Charlie Ormsby tournament for years. All the money that they go is for educational purposes and golf lessons for the kids. And the United Way and the Ormsby tournament are teaming up. Again, that's going to be at Torrington Country Club on May 20th, 2019. Go to the number on the screen. Go to www.northwestunitedway.org and sign up for the golf tournament. Thanks. Have a great night.